Ciao a tutti, and in this video I want to talk about the illusion of action and this mindset of, when we want to achieve goals and dreams, that in order to succeed we need to take this massive action to achieve big results. Well, on my opinion, and in my experience as well, it's not about taking massive action but smart action, and I'm gonna explain you why. Now, all these gurus and coaches and everyone that tells you, you need to get massive action, they are not wrong, okay? You're gonna get massive action, you're gonna suffer, you're gonna, burn out yourself. Of course, one day you will get results, I'm not saying that. But at the same time, if you take smart action, then it's, I think you're gonna achieve more results. Less action, more results. Now, I can give you an example about that of my experience in my past, right? I was probably 5 years ago, when I came here in Ireland, I started to look for a job, and I remember I found a job after 4 months, and I remember that the first 3 months, okay, I was out there, I had to find a job because I couldn't go to school anymore. It was very expensive. I had no money. My family was giving money, and they say, you know what, that's a lot of money, and Dublin is very expensive. By the way, I was sending CV everywhere, right? Probably 30-40 CV a day, door to door, online, everywhere. Business, restaurants, everywhere, factories, farms. I didn't care where. I just needed a job. But in these 3 months, nobody called me for that, right? The last month, when I got a bit tired, okay, it wasn't because I knew that, okay, I'm gonna get smart action, I'm gonna take smart action. It wasn't because that. It was because I was exhausted. But I started to send my CV in the places that I knew I could go, I could get the job, all right? And what happened? That after 3 months, after 2 weeks that I was doing that, I got the first call, and they called me to go for a job, right? It was kitchen porter, it doesn't matter, but instead of burning myself out, sending 30-40 CV a day, I did like 1 a day, 2 a day, and in 2 weeks I manifested the goal that I wanted to achieve, get a job in Dublin. And I did it, right? So it's not about taking massive action, but smart action. Less action, more results. And don't get me wrong, if you get massive action, you will get results, but not as much as you achieve, when you take smart action. Now, I hope it makes sense, but anyway, I will explain more. Now, the concept in this video is, the one that I want to teach you, is that sometimes it's so important to take action, sometimes taking action is necessary, and sometimes it's totally unnecessary. And that's the illusion of action. Now, reality is not created necessary because our action. Are you agree with that? It's not created necessary through our action. Now, instead, reality is just an expression of the divine, or if you believe in something, the universe. You can say everything you want, right? It's just an expression of the divine. And because we just see people that are taking action, right? Are taking massive action and are getting results. That's what we think we must do. Are you agree with that? Just because that guy become a millionaire and is teaching you to take this massive action to achieve their goals, then you believe that you must take this massive action in order to get his results. Bullshit. Not bullshit. I mean, it can happen, but not all the time. Now, if you heard about people that took the same course and get like totally different results. One it become a millionaire, and the other one nothing. And he did this exactly same thing, you know. He did exactly the same thing, but he didn't get any results. Why this? Why? Now this is the illusion of action. We are conditioned that in order to succeed we must take this action, the action that other people took in order to succeed. Now it's not the action themselves that helps you to achieve your goals or create the reality that you want to create. No. Instead, action, what they do, actions creates conviction in yourself. And conviction creates a belief. What I mean by that? So when you take action, when you take action constantly and you are persistent with your action, this action creates a clarity around yourself. Okay? And then finally you have the belief that you can actually achieve that goal. So that's why you take in action every day, you are persistent in them. Okay? Easy as that. And then after that, you start to manifest. Oh, my marker is not working. You start to manifest your goals. I hope you can see that. Very messy. Very messy. With a lack of conviction, with a lack of that, you are like, if you have this lack of, you think you are not worth for it. The lack of conviction that you have around the ability of you to succeed, then you are not going to achieve any results. And that's the key of achieving your goals all the time. It's not taking massive action, but actually, believing that you can actually do it. Right? You don't just take action because somebody told you to do so. You say, in order to become a coach, you must do this, this and that. You're not going to achieve anything. Or maybe you will achieve, but it will take really, really long time. Now, when we take action, it's because we believe a little bit that we can actually achieve that goal, right? But when this belief starts to grow, so when you are in this level here, and this belief starts to grow in yourself, then the thing starts to manifest. But you must believe. You need to create a conviction, and how you create conviction? Taking persistent action, no massive action. Right? Action works because they raise your clarity around your dreams and goals. And once you start to raise this clarity, you become more your ideal self. That's why you start to take more action towards your goals. Because you become more your ideal self, or the person that you always wanted to be. And when your thoughts are in harmony with your feeling, that's when you start to become your ideal self. Then even your reality starts to become as you always wanted. And you start to achieve your goals. Now when you say to yourself, I got this, I know where I'm going, I just need to know how this is gonna come and when it's gonna come. You will for sure achieve your goals. Now, if you have a lack of persistence, what I mean by that? There is no action, conviction and belief if you lack of persistence. If you lack of persistence, that means you will give up. You will give up after a while that you start something, and you will jump on the other shiny ball. Easy as that. Well, it's so easy, but you got the message. I'll give you an example. When you say to yourself, I need milk, I need to go to shop and buy milk. Nobody's gonna stop you to buy milk because you know where you're going. You are clear that you need milk and you need to buy milk. Nobody's gonna stop you on the way. And that's a stupid example, but it makes sense in real life. When you are clear, when you know where you're going, nobody can stop you. In real life, it's harder, of course, because you don't really know what's the next challenge you wanna get. But once you know really where you are, then it's very important. That's why identity shifting is very important, because you find out who you really are and where you're going. You create your mission statement around yourself, and so you create poor intention. Now, persistence creates persistence in your decision. Persistence in your decision creates intention. and this will get you to achieve everything you really wanted. Now, I hope you really like that, and if you do, please comment below, and I'll see you on next one. Thank you.